The fundraising campaign for the new South Niagara Hospital site launched a year ago this December. President and CEO of the Niagara Health Foundation, Andrea Scott, is here to fill us in on the progress. Andrea, since the campaign started, the It's Our Future campaign, as it's called, how has the response been? Has the public really stepped up?
The public has stepped up incredibly. We've had an amazing response from the community. We have two really great co-chairs for this campaign. We have Harry Oakes and we have Mayor Jim Diodati, and they have both taken on that role fully, and we're very excited to say that as of right now we have commitments over $27 million for this project.
That's incredible.
It really is, yes.
A lot of the big donors get all of the limelight, I guess, and we can talk a little bit about some of those big donors. The Oakes family,
yes.
$5 million?
They just pledged to give $5 million to the project, and with Harry Oakes as our co-chair, leading by example, truly inspiring, I think, for everyone to see that. The Oakes family has this long history, right, of philanthropy with the healthcare system in Niagara. The family donated the land that the current Niagara Falls site is on, so he's continuing that, and it's amazing to see with his deep roots in the community that he's giving to this project.
Bassiano family and Mountain View Homes?
Absolutely, they gave a $2 million gift, and Mark Bassiano and Mountain View Homes stepped up, and another big name, I think, in the community. You see them giving across Niagara, and this is another project he's standing behind, so great to see as well.
The Butera family, and this is someone we don't hear a lot about, but a real personal story behind their donation.
Yeah, so they had some health issues, and that made them realize that, they wanted to give to this project. And, when those things happen to you or your family, I think you really see how our health system operates and how they help you. And, that connection, right, is made. And so it was really wonderful to see that gift come to fruition as well.
When you look at the public, when you look at, the average everyday person and the people that have been stepping up, how have those contributions been coming in?
So contributions come in different ways. We've seen obviously some of those larger gifts that you see the media releases for, but we also see smaller groups stepping up, starting events where the funds come back to the It's Our Future campaign. You can also give on our website, and we see donations, $5, $10, $25, and they all add up, and they're all contributing to this goal that we have. So we're really seeing across the board the community stepping up and wanting to see this project continue to move forward, and they're excited to see it begin.
Does the foundation have any upcoming events that will help people and draw some attention to this cause?
We do. So we have a few events coming up. Our gala, which is happening in the next year, March 25th, we'll be having that at the Falls View Casino, and the funds raised will go towards the new South Niagara site campaign. So we'll be back in person, which will be great. Our last gala, I think, was the last in-person gala in the area before COVID. So we're excited to be back in person, and the funds raised that night will go towards the South Niagara site. We're hoping to have some really great things for guests to do there to see what that project will look like. So you'll get an inside scoop of what's going to be there, the centers of excellence and how it will operate. We may have some AI there, so you can actually, put the goggles on, see what the hospital will look like. So some pretty impressive things, and we're truly excited to have everybody back to our gala.
You bring up a great point, talking about this hospital. 1.2 million square feet, slightly bigger than the St. Catharines site, correct?
It is. It will be bigger than the St. Catharines site, and it will be a green site, so there'll be lots of windows, lots of light, right? Lots of different setups than we see at St. Catharines. You think of that site as St. Catharines as a very new site, but we're already how many years past, right, that opening?
Right.
So there's all sorts of new things happening at the South Niagara site, and we're going to be, top of the line, really, on how far we can go with that, which is very exciting for Niagara.
It's really going to be a center for aging and all of, I guess, the treatments and the therapies that Niagara's older population is going to need through the years.
Yeah, Niagara has one of the largest older populations in Ontario, and this site will be beneficial for that population. And each piece of it has been put together with keeping that in mind. So when you look across the region, we have different centers of excellence at different sites, but this site overall will have the older population in mind, and that is something Niagara will definitely need, and needs now as well.
Is there a target date for construction to begin?
So that target date is moving a little bit, but right now we're hoping to have some groundbreaking next year in the spring or summer. And once that starts, that means construction will begin soon after. We're currently in the RFP process, so there's a few bidders that have come forward and making their bids for the project, and we're hoping to announce that probably by the end of this year. So that will definitely start the process, and you'll see a lot of movement on that site.
For such a big project as well, how long will it take?
That's a good question. We're hoping the doors will open in 2027 or 2028. It all depends on getting the supplies they need for that project, staffing. There's all sorts of variables, but that's our hope that by 2027 or 2028 we're opening the doors to that site.
27 million donated so far. Can you again recap how anybody can contribute to this project?
Yeah, the easiest way is to go to itsourfuture.com. That's our website. You can also call the foundation directly. We can put you in touch with one of our development officers that can work through, your gift and why you want to give, and make sure that, we're naming something at that new site that's important to you and memorable. And there's definitely lots of ways to give. In the community, you're going to see a lot more events coming up. I think third-party events and community events. So keep your eyes out for that. And we're happy to have anyone who's interested give us a call about it.
It's an exciting future for healthcare in Niagara. Andrea, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to give the update.